everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Orphea and today's video is going to be looking back at 2019 and looking forward to 2020. Today's video is going to be a little bit more personal than what you're used to from me on my channel. I first want to talk about the goals that I had for this year, so for 2019, and the goals that I'm setting myself for next year, for 2020. And for the second part of this video, I just want to talk about 2019, the things that happened, the things that changed in my life, and just talk to you guys a little bit. So yeah, let's get started with the goals that I had set myself for 2019, and I'm actually using my bullet journal for this so I can just read them. Now we're going to start with the YouTube goals, and the first one is one that we have reached. It was to reach 4,000 subscribers. I think right now we're at 4,800, even we're so close to 5,000. It's incredible. I'm not sure how we did it, but I'm super happy we did. Now, most of my other goals I did fail at. So I didn't do weekly videos. I actually didn't upload a single video for an entire month. I did more collabs, but not as many as I wanted to. I did do a few dance and fashion videos, but again, not as many as I had planned on doing. And then I did not live stream. I think I maybe live streamed in the beginning of the year, but certainly not after March anymore. And it's not something that I'm interested in picking up again. Now, I also had the goal of making monthly videos for my What is God series. That also got kind of sidetracked. I think I covered the most important ones, but if there's anything of that series that you really want to see, feel free to let me know in the comment section, because I do look forward to making a few of those again in the next year, but not immediately. Now, I also had some body and mental goals that I had set myself. The first one was stay under 90 kilos. I can actually tell you that I'm in between 75 and 80 kilos most of the time. There has been important changes in my life this year. I will talk about that later into the video, but the weight stuff is not a problem anymore. I exercise almost daily. I even go to the gym again, so that's really good. The only thing I didn't do is meditate. I somehow tried meditating, but it didn't click with me. It's something that I just start overthinking and my brain goes into overload instead of calming me down. So what I've been doing instead is reading and listening to music before bed. Now, eating veggie and vegan at least twice a week is something that I have done, and even more. So I've been eating veggie vegan almost every single meal. It is more an exception that I eat meat or non-veggie vegan food than me eating it. Also, trying new foods is a lot easier, as some of you know. I'm not together with my back in the days a year ago partner anymore. He had a lot of food allergies. Combined with my food allergies, it was very difficult to find foods to try. Now that it's just me, I can try whatever I want and suffer the consequences if I react allergically to it. Now, luckily I found a few really good recipes that I really like, that are very healthy, and yeah, that I just like playing with. Now, I also had other plans for my free time, meet more with friends. That one I've definitely succeeded at in the second part of this year. The only thing I'm not too sure about is to learn one new skill, because I did learn a few things during this year, but I'm not sure if you could call it a skill that I've acquired. I did kind of read more, but I didn't keep up with my reading list, so I'm not sure if I read the amount of books that I had set out for this year. And then the final thing was one activity per month. I actually did more than that, especially in the second part of the year, as we'll get into my overview of the year. I also wanted to get new tattoos. Now, this year I think I got a lot of tattoos. We started my left arm, so I got the Bride of Frankenstein on the outside, I got a bat and roses on the inside, I got a tiny bat tattoo, I got my two Beatles on my legs, and I got a very big piece by Nina from Fisher King Tattoo, and I'm currently also working on a sternum piece, which you can't see just yet, because it's just a line work at the moment that I'm filming this. But at the end of January I'm getting that finished, so somewhere in February I think I will be making a video about it so you can see it, and then I will also be doing a tattoo tour. So now let's get into the goals for 2020. Now, first things first, for my YouTube channel, I'm not gonna set any goals this year. I just want to see where it goes if I don't put any pressure on myself of reaching a certain type of uploads or reaching a certain amount of subscribers. I just want to see where it goes from here. We'll see. I do want to try to upload at least 2 videos every month. I'm gonna try and see if I can keep up the weekly ones. If I'm not able to, you will be getting 2 videos every month at least. So that's something that I want to keep myself accountable for. I want to keep on making videos for my YouTube channel, but I want to give myself a little more breathing space or time to allow myself to work on projects. Next for 2020 is I want to get more tattoos. I currently already have plans to, of course, finish my sternum piece that we started, and then also to get started on making this arm a full sleeve. Now, I have been wanting full sleeves for the longest time. I always start with half sleeves and then continue on. Same with my legs. I want to get more tattoos on my legs, but that I don't have any fixed dates for yet. First, I want to finish my sternum, get started on my left arm to make it a full sleeve, and then we'll see whatever we do next. I want to travel more, so I already traveled to Stockholm this year in 2019. Next year I want to travel to 2 countries. One could be a country that I've visited before, the second one has to be a new one, because I haven't really seen much of the world and I want to see more of it. I mainly prefer going to Scandinavian countries for some reason. There's something that attracts me to them, that interests me, so I'm probably gonna go to Finland or Norway or Denmark. I'm not sure which one yet. If you have any recommendations, feel free to let me know. And then finally, I want to do more events. I love doing events. I love going to festivals, to concerts, to parties in general. There is something happening every single weekend and I just want to continue on doing fun things. And then finally, I want to keep up my health in 2020. I have had a few health struggles this year and I'm going to talk about that in the second part of my video. But overall, I want to keep my weight at a controlled level, at a balanced level. I want to keep eating healthy and I just want to feel good about myself. But these are all the goals that I'm gonna set myself for 2020. I don't feel like I need an excessive amount of goals to do the things that I enjoy. I think that sometimes making myself goals is holding me back to do the things that I actually enjoy and actually want to do. So for the second part of this video, I want to get more personal with you guys and actually talk about things that have happened in 2019. So 2019 is a year where for me a lot has happened. The first main change in my life was a friend of mine that I know through the internet, Josie from Ayame Designs, who moved to Belgium, and I actually started helping her out with markets, etc. So that's a big change that happened for me this year because I wanted to do more events, and thanks to her I got out a lot more and I did a lot more than I would usually be doing. Now, fast forward to March, we got a health scare with my cat, Lucky. Lucky, after we came back from Comic-Con Brussels, didn't eat anymore. I immediately called the vet because she's usually a cat that eats a lot. So I called the vet and we immediately went in the next day. We had her put on liquids, tried to make her eat without any resolution. After a week they decided that they had to put in a feeding tube and force feed her because otherwise her liver would degenerate, or whatever happens with cats' livers if they don't eat. It's something that I prefer not to think about too much because I'm still scared that something might happen to her. She recovered fully, but during that time was also a very stressful period for me at work. My health wasn't the best at the time and my boyfriend and I split up due to various reasons. Now, because of all of those things happening, once my cat Lucky was eating again and everything fell kind of flat to me in life, I started to go to the gym again with now one of my best friends, Bieke. Bieke is also a person that came into my life in 2019 more and more. She actually works very close to where I live and we met at her workplace. We just started talking because we're clearly both alternative. Now, thanks to Bieke, I started going to the gym again. We keep each other accountable for going to the gym and we go together as much as possible. Now, of course, then we get to the festival season. I went to the Wave Gothic Treffen, which was absolutely amazing. I also went to Graspop Metal Meeting. I went to Wave Festival here in Belgium and I did a bunch of concerts, a bunch of just smaller events here locally. I met a lot of new people this year and I'm so happy that I met them. There's a few people who have made a huge difference to the way that I am in life right now and the way that I feel about certain things. This has also made me realize that I can disconnect and I can just do what I want without having to feel like I'm letting someone down. So that's going to reflect on next year, of course. So for next year, I'm not sure what's going to happen. Of course, I can't look forward into time to discover things. One thing that is sure is that I'm going to do a lot more events. I'm going to have a lot of fun. I'm going to take opportunities that I have. I'm going to challenge myself to push my boundaries and to explore more things that I might like. I'm looking forward to doing these things. I'm looking forward to what 2020 is going to bring. The one thing that I have to really pay attention to is my health. My health is something that I take very preciously, but because I have lost a lot of weight this past year, I actually went from going to over 90 kilos to going to under 80. Also in 2019, I completely switched up my diet. When I was still together with my now ex, we ate a lot of meat and we ate veggie once or twice a week. Now I've switched that around. Ever since March I started eating veggie vegan mostly, and I only eat meat when I'm out at a restaurant or if I want something special to cook, or if I'm out and there isn't a vegan or veggie option. I will not limit myself to only eating veggie and vegan, but I prefer to. So I have done a lot this year. I've had a lot of ups and downs, and my mental health has also been all over the place. So to all of my friends who might be watching this video for some reason, I'm not even sure if the majority of my friends watch my YouTube videos. Thank you. You know who you are. If you've been there for me this year, you know who you are, because I've thanked you guys in personal messages. But here again, I want to tell you thank you. Without my friends, without recent friends, old friends coming back into my life, I wouldn't be here the way I am today. They have helped me so much by just being there for me when I needed them, listening to me, dragging me to events, even if I didn't really want to leave my place. Another massive thing that happened in 2019 is I actually started my own event, which I have been wanting to do for the longest time. It's called Revolution. We're doing it 4 times a year if everything goes well, and it's a goth party in Ghent, in the beautiful city of Ghent. We're doing all sorts of genres of music. We have new wave, we have EBM, we have synth pop, and everything in between. We don't limit our DJs, but we pick the DJs that we really love, and of course I DJ myself as well, and we have our resident DJ who is called Israfil. And then finally, something I forgot to record is I actually traveled for the first time in a very long time by myself. I went to Stockholm, Sweden, and it was absolutely amazing. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Let me know in the comment section what your goals are for 2020 and what were the fun things, the good things that happened in 2019. I'm really looking forward to the next year, and I hope to see you all there. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and click the notification bell if you want to get notifications of every single upload. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye!